My name's Jayce Miller, as you probably already know. And, you know, one of the reasons I really want to make this documentary is because there's so many people and so many things in my life that I appreciate and care about, and that just had such a major role in the past 18 years of my life. And I just thought I should talk about it. And then when I look to this in my future, whether I'm 28, 37, 56, I don't know when, but I just want to look back and see how much I've grown from now until whenever I watch it. I'm just so blessed with the life I've been given, the people I have in my life. I'm just so grateful for the family that I have, and I don't know, I couldn't be more blessed for everything I have in my life. I deserve nothing, and yet God gives me a lot, and I'm just so thankful for that. And so I'm just gonna get right into it. So I just want to start with the people who I really care about, who has really played a role in my life. And I'm just gonna start with my best friend since day one, Charlie Brown. This guy, he's a goofball. He's someone who, you know, who's always there for you, no matter what. You could be in the biggest fight and he'd still be there. But he also is just like, you know, when you're hanging out with him, he's just smiling. He's always laughing. He's ready to have a good time always. We have just the funniest moments, the funniest memories, and I appreciate that dude so much. Nothing but love for that guy. He's a guy who I will always just, you know, be able to reach out to and just have a really good conversation with him. And yeah, I don't know, I appreciate him a lot. Just one of the funny memories I have with him, and one of the cool memories I have with him, is the fact that one summer I was trying to complete 100 things. I wanted to try 100 new things in the summer, and summer was about to end, and I needed one more thing. I was at 99 out of 100 new items I had tried, and I was like, "Hey Charlie, I've never bridge jumped before," and Charlie has a really cool bridge jump right next to his house, and he sends some crazy. So here's a clip of him sending something crazy. But yeah, so I was like, "Hey dude, let's go bridge jumping for my last thing." And it's just something I'll never forget, because he was ready, he was there, and he got to experience that with me, and I got to experience that with him. And that was just a really, really cool moment. Another funny memory with Charlie, it was in first grade, and I don't know if he remembers this, I don't know if Jayce remembers this, but Charlie and I and Jayce were all in the same first grade class, and we had a talent show, and me and Charlie had the biggest crush on Jayce, and so me and Charlie came over to my house, and we tried to do a basketball skit. So, you know, remember from High School Musical when the song says get your head in the game, and they're just doing all the dribbling and that kind of stuff? Well, me and Charlie were trying to do that, and I remember in class we threw on the song and we were just dribbling. It probably looked like the stupidest thing, but at the time we thought we were so cool. And we were just trying to impress Jayce. We don't know, probably didn't work, but I just remember that so well. Just funny memories with Charlie. It's always a good time when I'm around him, and I can't appreciate that guy enough. So another guy that I'd like to talk about is Aiden Boyd. He's just another guy who's always been there since day one. We met at Hoop Zone. Shout out to Bruce. Got my basketball skills from him. But just Aiden is a guy who I probably respect the most out of anyone, out of my friends. I don't think I've ever had a problem. Like, you know how most friends, you just always have like you get in a fight, or you know, have a little exchange of words. I've never had that with Aiden. I don't think there's been one time in my entire life where I've ever been like ticked off at him or like upset with him. Just like I don't know. He is so easy to get along with. He's such a great guy in general. He's so smart. He's going places in life. He is definitely going places in life. He's just genuinely one of the best dudes I know. And I can't respect him enough. He's such an amazing friend. He's always there for me through it all. I asked him to do some pretty stupid things in my life, and he's always down to do it, and I don't know. I'm very blessed for Aiden, that's for sure. one crazy memory with Aiden is the fact that one day we went on a lot of trips together. We've done a lot together. I don't think I could pick out one memory, really, now that I think about it. There's just so many. I don't know. I just think the coolest thing is that I really became friends with Aiden because at Hoop Zone, his dad gave out these medals, best medal I've ever received. And I was like, wow, this is so sweet. And I think because of that, I literally just got to know his family and Aiden better. Best decision ever. I mean, I don't really know if I made that decision, but just however that worked out, I'm just so thankful that it did because me and Aiden have done a lot together. And I'm just so blessed for him. Another friend that I would like to talk about is Lucas Radke. I think, again, just like Charlie and Aiden, we kind of just clicked together really early, first grade, second grade, something like that. And we just became best friends ever since. He's just another guy who I appreciate and can't thank enough for all he's done for me. He's done some pretty stupid things for me as well, and I just can't thank him enough. He's a guy who, you know, everyone loves. He's always, you know, just around people. He loves being with people, and I don't know. He's just like, I don't know. You know, it's Lucas Radke, you know? He's just one of the guys that everyone loves. Everyone loves being around him. You know, I appreciate him so much. I say that a lot, but these guys, you know, they truly have grown through I mean, we've been together since I can even remember. We've done, when I do things with these people, I mean, we do everything. I don't do them with anyone else, and it's just so fun to be able to do all these memories and have these stories with other people and be able to laugh about it a couple years later down the road. But Lucas is just another guy who, you know, I'll be best friends with till I die, and I don't think this friendship will ever go away. And I can't thank God enough for that. He always, I think Lucas is like, he's the guy that I would go to to do anything with. So if I wanted to go on a youth event or I wanted to go somewhere crazy, I would text Lucas first, because he's always down to do it with me. Whether it's he's going to an event and I'd go with him, or I'm going to an event and he'd come with me. We were always doing stuff together, and I'm just so blessed for him. Again, too many memories to tell, but just so thankful for him. Another guy is Caden Kelly. I could say a lot about Caden. I appreciate the dude so much, but just the fact that, you know, he keeps things interesting, which is amazing. I appreciate him so much because of this. You know, sometimes in friend groups, you know, things go, you know, not exactly how you plan, you know, and 99.9% of the time it does. But sometimes you have a conflict, or sometimes just things don't go how everyone plans. And because of this, I think it makes you learn so many life lessons through all these situations. And Caden definitely kept things interesting. Just his competitiveness always seemed to bring arguments, and that's the kind of things that you look for, you know. You want competitiveness, you want this, I don't know, I strive for competitiveness. I just love being, you know, in the thick of things, and things, you know, I think they gotta matter a little bit more. And just playing with Caden, being friends with Caden, was just such an honor, I think, being able to, you know, experience these type of things with him. But just in general, Caden is such a good guy. He is just liked by everyone, really. He truly, you know, I've learned so much from him. I've gained a lot from him. I think he's gained a lot from me. It's just another friendship who I will, you know, he'll be my best friend till I die. And I seriously can't thank him enough as well, for all the stupid things he's done for me. We've had some amazing memories, amazing memories. But just the fact that, you know, coming over every weekend to my house to play some video games in the basement, I think that's really where we bonded the most. Just, I don't know, video games in general, just, you know, when you play that with people and you just experience that with them, it just makes so many amazing memories. And so I think Caden was a really great guy to, you know, be friends with, and I'm just so thankful God allowed me to grow closer to him. Another guy is Justin Roberts. I'm not too sure when or where, how it happened, but he kind of just slipped in the squad as well. And I'm just so thankful that that happened. Again, not really sure how it happened. I know I was close with him younger, but then we kind of grew distant, and then bang, best friends with him. He's a guy who I don't know. I mean, everyone loves the guy. He's someone I could really talk to if I needed help with something or I needed advice. He's just so good with his words. He's, you know, super caring and kind, and will listen to what you have to say. Justin, you know, I truly appreciate him just being there for me whenever I had, you know, questions or I needed some advice, or just someone to talk to about whatever. He was always there listening for me, caring about me. And so I think just, I don't know, that really just put him up in, you know, the people I really appreciate, because he was there for me and always willing to talk with me. And I know we've had some really, really good talks, some hour talks, 2 hour talks, just about life and, you know, different things. And I just can't really thank him enough for all he's done for me. He has done very stupid things for me, throwing fire around. Here's a shot of that. But just different really cool things that we've got to experience. And it's all because he decided to do some really cool things for me. And so I just appreciate this dude so much. I'm so thankful for him. Another guy, Austin Farrell. He and I met at a youth event. And I just want to say a lot about him, because he's a guy who really changed my life in a lot of ways, but especially because when I went to this youth event, I was by myself. I went with my sister, and I didn't know anyone else, and so I was kind of really scared. And this event was a game night, and so all the lights were out, and we were playing this like murder game, something, not an actual murder at a church, that'd be bad, but it was just like this silly game. And I was hiding behind the desk, scared for my life. It was pitch black. I knew no one. I was scared I was gonna get murdered. And this guy named Austin Farrell comes, and he's like, "Hey, you want to team up?" And then just became best friends ever since then. I literally remember that so well. And Austin, oh my goodness, if you could like identify like a perfect Christian in my eyes, I think it'd be Austin. He's just so caring, so kind. He's there for you if you ever need him. He's a guy that I think everyone, you meet him, you're like, oh, this guy's so cool, he's so awesome. Everyone likes him, and I mean everyone likes him. He's just such a good guy. He's a good guy to be around. He's always, you know, down to do something fun. Him and I went on so many trips through the youth, which really helped build our relationship. But we went to Puerto Rico together. We went on multiple winter retreats. We went to Detroit together, Chicago together. I mean, we've gone a lot of places together, and it's been so fun being able to grow with him in those different situations. But I think probably our highlight of our friendship was when we went to Puerto Rico. Just, you know, going across through planes, going across the U.S. It was just such a fun time to grow together through that. We spent a lot of time together, and it was just such a blast. One of my favorite memories with Austin is probably when we woke up at like 5 a.m. To go to an abandoned building. We didn't tell any parents, we didn't tell anyone we were going. We woke up super early, and it was still super dark out, and it's in Puerto Rico, super sketchy, and we broke in. We went, it was a 4-story abandoned building, and we went in it, and I just remember that was such a fun time, such a cool memory for me. Another person I really like to talk about is Kennedy Blackburn. A little bit over a year ago, we really grew closer to each other. The first day we actually really hung out, she asked me to go do pop cans at Walmart. She had a ton of pop cans, and we were kind of saving up for Puerto Rico, and so that was just a good way to make some money. And she asked me to go with her, and I said, okay. I mean, I'm not too sure why I would have said yes, because pop cans, but I said yes anyways. And it was the best decision I've ever made. Just after that day, I remember we clicked so well. We gained a lot from each other. I gained a lot from her. I learned a lot about her, learned a lot from her, and she learned a lot from me. She's just another person who really put me out of my comfort zone. She really strived for me. She really wanted me to try new things, and I can't thank her enough for that, because that changed my life in 100 ways. Literally 100. That summer I tried 100 new things. That was my goal, and I tried 100 new things, and so that was just really cool. But just the fact that I went to Puerto Rico because of her, she really just pushed me to do that, and really just being out of my comfort zone allowed me to realize, like, wow, if you play safe every day, all day, you know, nothing really exciting will happen. Nothing will really change in your life if you're always just playing it safe. And so I just can't thank her enough for that life lesson. I'm just so thankful for that, and her friendship as well. My favorite picture of her and I, and my favorite picture in my entire life, everything through my 18 years, is my favorite picture right here. And just being able to experience that with her was such an amazing time. Another cool thing that me and Kennedy did, we got homecoming king and queen. That was just a really amazing memory that we got to experience together. And just, you know, I can't thank her enough for all she's done for me. She was just a really good friend. She still is an amazing friend. And we've grown a little bit distant, but, you know, we're still just amazing friends. And so, just so thankful for all she's done for me. And I'm blessed that God allowed me to grow closer to her. So, yep. Another person that really, when I think about my 18 years of my life, one person that really sticks out to me is Olivia Herring. She's just so filled with energy. She's just willing to do things for people. She's willing to be there for people. She did a ton for our community, whether that be, you know, being the president of the high school, or, you know, taking matters in her own hands when she's trying to fix a problem for like Claire track or cross country. She led fundraisers. I mean, the list goes on and on. I don't know all the exacts, but I know she's done a ton for the community of Claire and our high school. And so, just, you know, I have so much respect for her and all she did for me, and especially the community. And she's just someone who, you know, you love to be around. She's always laughing, she's always having fun, and that's just someone you want to be with when experiencing fun memories. And so she's just been such an amazing friend throughout I think we met in middle school, and just being able to grow from then. And I know our really good memories have been, you know, cross country and track, where we really grew closer together, because we both did distance, and just being able to relate to each other and experience all these different meets and traveling Michigan with her. I wouldn't want to have those memories with anyone else. She's just such an amazing person. She's just so fun to be around. And one amazing memory with her is that she asked me to go to prom. And so she asked me, and that really helped me because my mom wanted me to ask someone, and I was not about that. And so it kind of worked out for the best. And she's the only person I've ever gone to a dance with. I'm not a fan of dances. Now I probably would be, but at the time, hated dances. And so it was just really fun to go with Olivia. It was a great time, and I'm happy she's the only one that I've gone to dance with. It was pretty cool. She's just an amazing person. I just can't thank Olivia enough for being the person she was, the person she is. Super, super blessed for her. You know, other people I'd just like to thank from my past 18 years, my family, my grandparents, my aunt and uncle, my cousins, just my family in general. They've been just such amazing role models, people who have shown me how to live for God, how to walk in my faith. I don't know, it's just every night when I pray, I pray, I was like, God, thank you for the family I have, thank you for the people I have, because I'm just beyond blessed. I mean, literally, when I tell you I have a perfect family, I do. I cannot express this enough. They've just really, you know, been great examples for me, and how I want to live my life. And if I'm half the people they are, then I'll be happy, because I just could not have been more blessed. And just, I can't thank them enough for all they've done for me. They've allowed my friends to come over every single weekend for the past 6 years. They've spent a ton of money on food, and electric bill with all our PS4s in the basement. But just the opportunities they've presented me with, being able to go on winter retreats or a trip to Puerto Rico. Just, they've given me so many opportunities, and it's all because they've pushed me to do these things, which is amazing. You know, most parents don't want their kids. I mean, most parents want the best for their kids, but my parents have really, you know, pushed me to be the best I can be. They want me to go to these different type of events so I can, you know, just really grow in my walk, and, you know, me personally as well. Next, I'd just like to thank Hunter, my youth pastor, Mitch, my youth pastor, Jeff Dice, my youth pastor. Just those three people who are really role models in my life. They also really helped me, and they're my youth group leaders. at Brown's Corners, and so it was just really, that was probably one of my favorite moments in my life, just those 4 years of high school youth group. I remember freshman year, Camden Dice, Ryan Whiteman, Alex Dysinger, just amazing people who really got me excited about youth group. And then so being able to live those 4 years out and just be a leader senior year was just so amazing. I remember we had once Camden and all them left, we had about 12 people sophomore year, and I was like, no, I can't do this, I love being able to, grow closer to God, but when you get to do it with your friends, it's a million times better. And so senior year, I really strove and tried to get people to come to youth group, and we had an average of 40 people coming every Sunday, and that was just such an amazing time. I was so happy about that. And then we had 60 people come to winter retreat. Blew my mind. That was one of the best days when I heard that we were bringing 60 people. Such a fun time. So blessed for that situation, and all the people that were involved in that. And then lastly, the people I'd like to thank is anyone at his house. If you're watching this, sorry, I got a mosquito on my back. Anyone at his house, especially Tim. So I went to his house. My parents went to his house when they were kids, or in college, and my parents really pushed me to go to his house. I was really scared because I loved Brown's Corners Church, and so I didn't really want to change, but I went anyways. Tried it out with Austin and Nathan Allen. We went. Thank goodness they came with me because I would have been too scared, probably would have backed out. But so yeah, church ended, and my plan was to show up, watch the sermon, and just leave. And Tim came up to me and Austin and Nathan and said, "Hey, how's it going? Who are you?" That kind of thing. And Tim really just got us connected, and it changed my life. High school, youth group and that kind of stuff, I was really getting my foot in the door with my walk with God and how I want to live my life out. But when I went to his house, it really got me involved and really showed me, wow, like this is a real deal. Like God is real, and just living your life for Him changes your life in so many different ways. But really, I would not be able to go through life without God. I know that for 100% fact. But yeah, people like Tim, Thomas, Trent, Doug, Marty, Sam, Carson, especially Carson. I mean, I grew so close to him over that second semester, part of the first semester. Aaron, just so many people I could name off right now. But I'm just so blessed for the entire His House community. Just the fact that I got to grow so close to these people, and I was only there for like a couple months. And just so I'm looking forward to that a lot, being able to grow it closer to all these people in the next coming years. I'm just so thankful for all of them, and I can't wait to see what happens next year. Next I want to talk about Jay Colley. Just really quickly, just the fact that he, lived in Alabama and then moved to Clare, Michigan. Clare, Michigan, dude. Just blew my mind. So cool just being able to say that we've grown so close because of that. I got called to the principal's office to give him a tour of Clare, and because of that, seriously, I think that's because that's the main reason we became best friends. Just being able to hang out that entire day, get to know each other. I really realized like he was a pretty cool dude, and so it was just really amazing to be able to, experience that moment with him, being the first person to introduce him to Clare and everything like that. And just ever since that day, he's just such an amazing friend. He's always there for you. He's a goofy guy for sure, real goofball. But just so fun to be around. Amazing memories with him. Another guy he'll do anything for me, and I appreciate that so much. But I don't know. He's just someone we didn't expect to come, and God just threw him right in our faces, and it was just so cool. I appreciate him so much and everything he's done for me. Fun to be around, just a positive guy. He also has a pool and a diving board, so pretty cool. But yeah, just I don't know. I appreciate him so much. He's always been there for me and always will be. Another best friend. Just so thankful for him. And I can't say enough about him, honestly. Next, I would just like to talk about my goals for the next So I'm gonna be 19 when I'm 19 when I posted this, and so I really much want to talk about my goals for the next 10 years, and a small one is learn how to play guitar, get better at singing, impress the ladies. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, I would love to just be able to sing and play the guitar a little bit better. I think that'd be really cool, and I'm a big musical guy, except I'm terrible at doing anything musical. So it's kind of funny, but I just like to get better at that in the short term. Long term, I'm just thinking 10 years from now. I mean, that's a possibility for a family. I'd like to have an amazing wife. He's just striving for God like I am. I think that would be such an amazing, way for us to grow closer to God and grow closer to each other in that way. And so having a wife, having a house, having kids, having a full-time job, I just think, that's all possible in 10 years, and I'm very, very excited to see where, God has me in the upcoming years and what He has planned for me. I know that if I just keep following God, just keep trusting Him, everything is going to turn out okay no matter what happens. And so I'm really just living life for Him and seeing what happens, what He has planned for me. But I'm just so excited to see what's coming in the next 10 years. Should be pretty exciting, I'd say. Just looking over the past 10 years, so much in my life has changed. I was 8 years old. I didn't know anything at that time, and I've changed so much in the past 10 years, and so I can't even imagine how much is going to change in the next 10 years. But one thing I really, really want to strive for, no matter what, is just pursuing God and just growing closer to Him. Right now, I know a little bit, but compared to what I can know and what I can learn, I know I have a lot to learn. And so just diving into the Word, diving into the Bible, just talking to other people, sitting down with the pastors at his house, and just really being able to take this stuff seriously, because this is the real deal. There is a heaven and hell, and I just really want to grow closer to God and see what He has planned for me. And so in the next 10 years, I just really want to be more knowledgeable. I want to be able to say that I helped other people in their walk as well, and just being able to say that I helped one person in the next 10 years would just be so amazing. And just I don't know, I'm not really sure what God has planned for me in the next 10 years, but from what's happened in the past 3 years over my when I've been chasing God, chasing after Him, I know He has some pretty good stuff planned for me, and I just can't wait to see what He has for me. Just some amazing memories I just want to ramble off the top of my head really quick, that really just stick out to me right away. Over my 18 years, the 18 years that I've lived, I'd say number one, right off the bat, Puerto Rico trip. Obviously, such an amazing time in my life that changed my life in many, many ways. It's the first time I've ever went out of the country. Life-changing experience. I stepped on a sea urchin. Sucked, but that was very cool. I don't regret that. Didn't mean to, but it was an accident. But yeah, anyways, another thing that I really, really liked was middle school. I can't remember what year. Went to a church camp, and we were supposed to do pranks, but they said we're not allowed to do pranks, except we're allowed to do sticky notes of encouragement. And we thought that was the stupidest thing, but we came up with an idea anyways, and here's that picture. So I remember that day so well. And I remember texting Leah until like 4 a.m. She was our lookout girl. And so that was just really, really cool. A fun time for sure. Another memory off the top of my head was when we went to Chicago for a youth event, and we stayed in this super sketchy place, and it was super scary. And that was a lot of fun. Another memory is just, homecoming in general, prom king and queen with Kennedy. That was just a really fun time. Another mission trip to Fort Lauderdale, doing outreach, we were giving out free hot dogs. We gave out over 2,000 hot dogs. That was just really, really cool. Just trying to tell people about God, and, just show them that there's more to this life than what we think. And so that was just really, really cool. Another memory that was really, really cool is just the fact that we you know, me and my friends over the 6 years just played so much video games in my basement, and that's just a fun time, you know, being able to, you know, scream at the TV with your boys and just make memories. I know we played video games, but we did a lot more than just play video games in the basement, and so that was just a lot of fun times. I think that's all I really have for this documentary. I'm not too sure. I wanted to keep it kind of short, but really just at the end of the day, if you're watching this still, or you've had any impact on my life, even if I didn't mention you, just some people who I want to ramble off the top of my head. Caden Barber, just another example of someone who I really do appreciate a lot. Just the first girl I've ever dated, only girl I've ever dated, 6th grade. So I don't know if we can count that, but she's just someone who really I appreciate a lot. Just a really good friend. Leah Denton, Haley Denton, 2 ladies who I also really appreciate a lot. Just great people. I have a lot of memories with them too. And just, you know, there's so many people that I'm missing, so many people. But, you know, I don't know. I'm just so blessed with the life I'm living, the people I have. Even if I've had a conversation with you, I really do appreciate you and the life that you've changed my life, honestly. Just a simple conversation can go a long ways, and for me, I love just being able to talk with people, being able to, you know, talk about life, talk about whatever, and so just having a conversation with me has changed my life, and I can tell you that really well. I did not explain that, so I really didn't tell you really well. But, you know, I don't know. There's so many people I could thank, so many people who have, you know, paved the way in my life. Mitch McDowell, tennis league boy. He and me won probably 2 out of 20 something games in our tennis league. You know, but that was such a fun time, you know. I don't know. I'm just so thankful for the life I'm living, the people I have. God, I have God to thank for all of this. You know, just the fact that I don't have to worry about anything. My family, you know, we're doing well. During this crazy time of COVID and everything, we're all safe. You know, and it's just being able to say that we're all healthy and safe. We don't have to worry about where our next meal's coming from. I'm more than blessed, and I really deserve nothing, and yet God gives me everything. And so, I don't know. I really don't know where this was going. I'm not exactly sure why I made this, other than the fact that I just want to look back on this. You know, to the people who had an impact on my life, I just really want to say thank you again. You've changed the way I live. You've had an impact on my life, and so I really do appreciate you. Especially if you're still watching this, it means you care about me, and so I'm thankful for you for sure. You know, Jayce Miller, we'll see you in 10 years, bro. I hope to say that, you know, you're doing well. I hope to say that, you know, whatever's going through your life right now, just, you know, be appreciative, you know. I don't know why I'm saying you know, so hopefully I keep this in here because it's kind of funny, but I really don't know what to say other than the fact, you know, keep God number one. The last thing I really just want to end off on is the fact that everything in life, you know, a need that we have, whether that be when we're hungry, or thirsty, or we need air, we have oxygen, we have water, we have food. Everything in life that we need can be, you know, supplemented or fulfilled by something. Except there's one thing that every human has, you know, questioned or wondered, and that is, what is their purpose here on earth? What is their purpose here? What are they supposed to do with what, you know, we're given? And people have, you know, struggled with this question for so long, whether they be trying to fill that with work, money, whatever it may be. People are trying to fulfill their purpose in life with something on this earth, and it leaves them feeling empty, unsatisfied. I don't know, there's a lot of words for it, but the one thing that can fulfill this need, that, like, what is our purpose here on earth? It's to grow closer to God. It's to help other people realize that God is real. God can help us through our tough situations. God can, you know, help be there for us. I mean, He is our creator. He created this earth. And I just want to leave you with, like, everything on this earth is temporary. Whatever we do, you know, it's only for a short amount of time. So make the most of what you have right now, and really take away that, you know, God created us for a reason. We don't really know exactly what that is, but we know that God, you know, created us. And I know my life purpose, the thing I really want to strive for, especially over these next 10 years, is just the simple fact that I want to be able to say that I help someone get closer to God, or help grow them closer to God. And I think that just helps me, that helps them. And I know just the simple fact that I would not be where I am today. I would be struggling, I would be sinful, more sinful than I already am, because everyone sins. But just like, I don't know, I'm living such an amazing life because I know that God has everything planned out for me. He is just there for me whenever I need someone. And just the simple fact that, you know, with Him, anything is possible. And it's just it's just nice to be able to say that. And so I'm just so thankful for the life I'm living and the people I have. I challenge you, Jayce Miller, if you're still, you know, if you're still not diving into this every single day, keep grinding, because this, if you don't go a couple days without reading this, this is the Bible if you don't know, but you just, I don't know, I can tell a difference right now that when I don't read the Bible for like 3 days or something, my head's not in the right place. I'm more sinful. I am rude to my family. It's a lot of different things. I'm just, you know, high-tempered. I'm angry. But when I'm in the Word and I'm just, you know, fulfilling my needs with God, my energy is just better. I'm happier. I'm just, and generally in a better mood. And I don't know. I feel like life is just so much better when I realize that God is here with me through it all, thick or thin. And so, I don't know, Jayce, you know, take that away, okay? And, you know, if I'm actually 29 right now watching this, I hope everything's going well. Keep being you. Keep being me that I am right now. So if you're not like me, well, I guess hopefully I change for the better. But if I change for the worse, you know, start coming back to God, because, you know, that's the only way. Anyways, I just want to thank you so much, everyone, for all that you've done for me, the life I've lived. I'm just so blessed. My life is so good. Yeah. Some quick things. I'm 18 right now, about to turn 19 when I post this, May 31st. I am going to be a sophomore in college here. I'm moving into his house for the second year. The house, literally the house. Just some other cool facts about me as of right now. I don't know how to play guitar. Really want to know how to play guitar. I also want to learn how to sing really well. Not the best of voice, but I think if I keep, you know, going hard in the car, in the shower, hopefully I'll get there sooner or later. I am playing a lot of Apex Legends with the boys. Fortnite's trash. Call of Duty's trash right now. Still hate sports games, because I think they're just the same thing every time. So hopefully maybe that'll change about me 10 years from now. But that's kind of what's going on in my life right now. I'm working at Firefly. I just got $60 in tips yesterday, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, so that's kind of my life right now. Not too much going on. I also shot a 58 for 9 holes. So Jayce, you better be a lot better at golf, or I'm gonna be very mad at you later in my life, because golf is so much fun. And I'll probably, if business works out and everything, for me, I'll probably be doing a lot of business, golfing, making deals, that kind of stuff. From what I just said right there, I should not be a business person. Holy moly. Okay. Yep, we're just gonna end it here. Jayce Miller, Peace out. See you in 10 years, brother. Brother. Wow, I am an idiot. All right, we'll be seeing you. Also, I just watched Outer Banks for the first time. And if in 10 years it's still going on, I would be so happy, but it probably won't be. But rewatch this, Jayce, because Outer Banks was literally so good. Sarah Cameron, absolute babe. Wife, if you're watching this too, you're probably cuter than her. But yes, watch Outer Banks. Yep, that's it. I'm also carrying my chair. Let me show you. So I put my phone on that fire hydrant over there. So nothing fancy here, but I would just like to say, as I'm walking home, I'm probably living in like somewhere else. It's kind of wild. But anyways, so I just like to mention just the families that have really made an impact on my life. The Boyd family, the Gallagher family, the Cook family, the Hawley family, and the Radke family, and the Brown family, and the Kelly family, the Roberts family. There's so many more. I'm definitely missing a ton. But those, these families have really, been there for me, when just supporting me through whatever I want to do. Just whether that be, prayers when I go on a trip, or, giving me some money, or whatever it may be. I've had just some amazing families that have, been by my side no matter what, who have, allowed their kids to hang out with me, even though I'm, a goofball or whatever. But I'm just so thankful for all these families who have had an impact on my life, and I just can't thank them enough for all they've done for me. By the way, nice little sunset tonight. So I don't know. I think the biggest thing, I also really want to get into photography again. I like taking pictures of sunsets and just the amazing creations God has given us. Because he gives us some beautiful sunsets, that's for sure. Also, I want to travel the world a little bit over the next 10 years. Take some trips with some friends. Whether that be, I know Thomas went to Iceland, and so I would love to go to like New Zealand or Iceland or something like that. So we'll see what we come up with. But I really just want to make some memories, have some fun, make the most of the next 10 years, while staying safe, of course. But, yeah, so. All right, let's see here. Maybe did I flip it this way? Maybe, hopefully. This way I'm actually looking at the camera, because I wasn't looking the other way. But anyways, now we're upside down. That's probably not good. I don't know. Shoot. Okay, we'll go this way. But anyways, Jayce Miller, my guy, what's up, dude? Been there since day one. I can't remember a day in Clare that I didn't have my guy Jayce Miller. You'd always been there, always been my guy, always inviting us, always bringing the guys together, always on Xbox. Come on, back in the day, it's way too much fun, dude. But no, I think you probably want to hear some of my favorite memories with you, maybe. So definitely one of them's gonna be riding to Chicago in the back of that bus, just sweating balls the whole time. There's at least 110 in that thing, dude. It's like 98 outside, bro. And then inside was just amplified. Oh my goodness. So bad, so bad. Me and Lucas sitting thigh to thigh, dude, just sticking all the way there. Engineered that box to blow straight down on us. That was the best idea ever, bro. But no, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I liked that. And then another one for me would definitely personally be that the summer you're trying to do 100 new things, and on that last day we got you to bridge jump. That was pretty cool to me. Thought that was a cool goal, and I was glad I could help you finish that one out, But countless frisbees, footballs, everything being thrown at your house over the year, dude. The backyard football in the fall, are you kidding me, dude? Best time of my life, honestly.
We had so much fun in that backyard. I can't even tell you. Kangaroo, dude, what kind of game is that? What kind of game is that, dude? Who even knows? But we'd play that for hours, because who cares? Then in June, when we'd swat all those June bugs out of the sky when they kept coming back to your house that one year, oh my gosh, dude. So fun. But, no, you know, that's some of my favorite memories, and I don't know. I'd like to say, like, you know, I've always been able to count on you, dude, and that's cool to me. I've definitely gone through my own struggles and in the years, but you're one dude that keeps me tight. You know, you always remind me of my faith, and I love that about you, bro. Like, I don't have too much of that in my life, and for you to be there all the time doing that is pretty cool, dude. Definitely appreciate you for that. It's awesome, bro. So definitely keep doing you. Love your reminders, even if it doesn't seem like I take them to heart, dude. I do every time, bro. I love listening to what you have to say, so definitely keep doing you, bro. We're gonna have to hang out more this summer. 2020, one of the worst years of our life, probably, but who's gonna let it stop us, you know? Like, floodwater, COVID, end of the world, probably. Who knows? We're still gonna have a banger summer. So I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. A lot of fun stuff coming up, dude. So anyways, you should always keep your head high, bro. You're a great guy. Love you so much, honestly. From the bottom of my heart, bro, I love you. So hopefully this helps, bro. Hopefully this is the video you wanted. Sorry, talking to the camera's not always great for me, but you're one dude I could always count on, and I appreciate that. So thank you, bro. Thank you.
Hey, my name's Aiden. I'm one of Jayce's best friends. We first met through Hoop Zone basketball when we were little kids, and I find that kind of funny because later in life we didn't even play basketball, so that's kind of funny. But anyways, I want to say I think this is a really cool idea, making a documentary. I would never have thought about doing this, but this would be kind of cool to later in life show our kids and whatnot. Anyways, the year is 2020. Absolutely crazy. Many curveballs have been thrown at us. Just a wild year overall, and we're not even halfway through it, but we'll see what the rest has to bring us. But anyways, one of the first things I wanted to say about Jayce is that even during the tough times that we are experiencing, even like right now, he has learned to keep a positive mindset, and the energy that he always brings, it reflects on all of us, and it makes all of us feel positive too. I have to tell you, I don't ever think I've been in a situation where Jayce has ever been depressed or sad or negative. I have to be honest with you. I know I have many times, but I definitely have looked up to him in that respect. Another thing I want to say is that his ability to talk to people is just so fluent and smooth. He's able to start a conversation with anyone, anytime, about anything. He's not afraid. He's very courageous, and I really respect him for that. I know that he has been in contact with people even after we have graduated, and has helped some people get out of tough times and whatnot, and I really respect that. He's more of a man than I'll ever be. And lastly, the last thing I want to say about Jayce is that, in my personal opinion, he is the perfect example of a role model. Just everything about this kid. He's so thoughtful, caring, like I said, courageous, passionate. His passion for things, you can really see it, and I wish that, you know, your kids, and when your wife sees this video, they'll understand exactly what I'm talking about when I say that Jayce Miller is very passionate about everything that he does. And that's just really cool. I really wish I had that type of energy that he does. But anyways, happy birthday, and thank you so much for doing this, and I appreciate you very much.
I just want you to know right off the bat that you are so loved and so appreciated by so many, and I think that one thing that really shines through to a lot of people is your love for God, and I know that personally I wouldn't have that love for Him if it wasn't for you, and that's something that I'll always be grateful for. I thought for a while on how I could try to like recap all of our memories super quick, and I just don't think it's possible. Two of our big ones were the church internship, and then of course traveling to Puerto Rico. I would say one of the most memorable moments from Puerto Rico was of course being at the house, but also when you stepped on a sea urchin. That was pretty funny. I just hope that this year brings nothing but joy for you, and that you just reach milestones, and God keeps showing you and letting you work through people and work with their hearts. And yeah.
What a guy. Someone I became friends with in first grade. We've been best friends ever since. He's truly one of a kind. He's nice to anyone and everyone he sees. He's always willing to help. He's always willing to talk to you, go on a walk, do anything. He's always down for the craziest adventures. You have no idea what we've been through with this kid. But, you know, I love this man to death. He's truly a best friend. He's someone I'll always talk to. No matter how old I am, he'll always be one of my best friends. We've had countless memories, and I could go on for hours about this guy. But, you know, keep it short. Truly one of my best friends, and I'm so glad that I met this kid in first grade, and I'm so ready to make more memories with him, and I can't wait.
I want to start this by saying happy birthday, of course. We've known each other for quite some time now, and I'm very happy that we can still call each other friends, especially how I am. We've had our ups and downs, of course, as every friend does at some point, but I just want to thank you for always sticking by me, and I will always stick by you as well. And I feel like we've grown even closer than we have ever before as of right now, so that's always a great thing. And he just texted me as I'm making this. I am a little late. I don't know, maybe I'm not a little late. I'm before the deadline, but I've been thinking about what my favorite memory is, because we have so many together. And one thing I always think about is Yogi Bear camping. We went there for a couple years in a row, I think. And but the one year we met Taryn and Elizabeth and Taryn's little brother, which we were very good friends with. And something I always like to point out is that we found him years later on Instagram, and he followed both of us, which I think is pretty funny. But I don't know. I guess that's just one of many memories that we've had together. And yeah, so I guess another really good memory, actually really good memories, is anytime we're in our basement, because your place is like a second home to us. So I will forever be thankful for what you and your family have done for all of us. And yeah, I just want to say thank you, and hopefully your 19th birthday is a blast.
Hi, I'm Austin. I've known Jayce now for a very long time, quite a few years. We met at Brown's at a youth night. I think it was a game night, and we've been friends ever since, and we've gotten really close. And Jayce is just, I look up to him a lot. He's got his stuff together. I don't think I've ever seen him mean to anybody, and he's one of my best friends without a doubt. And he's definitely had an impact in my life, so I thank him. And I think it's really cool that he's making this documentary. I really like the idea. And probably one of my favorite memories with Jayce was just the whole trip to Puerto Rico, the missions trip we went on together. I remember we were thinking about going because it was brought up, and he was like, well, I kind of want to go, and I was kind of debating on whether to go, and then we kind of talked to each other, and we're like, we both went, and it was probably one of the best trips ever. I had so much fun. It was just so incredible, and I've always looked up to Jayce pretty much ever since we became friends. He's just an incredible guy and one of my best friends, like I said, and
without a doubt. And I wish you a very happy birthday, Jayce. I hope 19 treats you well here. And thank you.
I just wanted to say, one, happy 19th birthday. It's crazy that you're already 19. I remember when we had that bonfire, like, I think you turned maybe 13 in like 8th grade or something in your backyard. And I remember getting ready for that. I'm not even joking. Like, Leah curled my hair. I wore her outfits. Like, it was a whole production. And I hope we get to celebrate like that soon. Obviously, quarantine is putting a damper on things, but I hope we can still celebrate your 19th birthday with a bang, just like we did in 8th grade. I just wanted to say thank you for always being there for me. And I'm gonna get emotional, and I don't want to, but this last year has been really hard for me, and you were like one of the only people that like stayed around and helped me from high school. Like, it felt like a lot of people just ran away, and I didn't have anyone, and you were always there, and I could always count on you to be a friend, and I am really thankful for you. And this is like, I can't believe I'm crying in front of the camera. Oh my god. Everyone knows that I don't really like crying in front of people, but seriously, like, when I think about it, you are one of the best people I know. You are always there for everyone, no matter what they need, and it just makes me really happy that you are one of my friends. And yeah, I just can't believe that this last year has already gone by since we've graduated, and it makes me sad and happy at the same time to think about our memories that we had in high school. It was always my favorite thing to cheer you on in your cross and track races, and I'm gonna start crying again. I'm so emotional. But yeah, and I don't know, just every time you ran well, I was so proud of you. I wanted to give you a hug, and it was great. And same thing with like me, obviously. I remember I still have a Snapchat video you posted of me in one of my races, and just that support from you constantly every single race was really what I needed to get me through the toughest of times. Because even though I was having a rough time, not even in school, but in like my family life and everything, on top of that, that really affected the way I ran. And so having someone there to support me throughout the entire race was really what I needed. And you were always there. That's what I guess the whole theme of this video is, that you're always there for the ones you love. And I hope, like, when you're 30 and you're watching this, or you show this to your kids, oh god, I don't even want to think about you having kids, but I hope that they really know how much your friends and your family appreciate you, and how great of a husband or a father you are to not only your kids or your wife, but to everyone around you, and that you really do make a big impact on the people around you. And I just don't know where I would be without you, and I'm sorry that I didn't meet the deadline, but I hope this video makes up for it somehow, some way. I'll make up for it. Maybe I'll go buy you some Texas Roadhouse rolls, since I know you like those. But yeah, I guess another favorite memory, since I'm on my memories, I don't want to make this video too long, but prom, obviously, junior year prom. I asked you to prom with Fortnite and Burger King, and I showed up at your house, and guess what you were doing? Playing Fortnite. Who'd thought? Who would have thought that you would play Fortnite when I go to ask you with a Fortnite sign? But yeah, so I don't even know what I would have done without you at that prom, because I was so stressed out about like planning everything that I wouldn't have known how to have fun without you, or how to calm down without you. And I'm really glad that I decided to ask you to prom that year, because honestly, like I just said, like, it was one of the most fun dances I had. Even though you wouldn't dance, I made you dance though, because you wouldn't dance. But yeah, I actually have a picture right here. Ah! Right here of it. as you can see, Lucas and Taryn and I and you. Look how cute. But yeah, let me reset this up. I guess my last memory I will share is the fact that I could always come to your house if I felt bored, lonely, sad, happy. Like, I literally could come to your house whenever. And I remember multiple times I would get out of work at Timeout Tavern and I'd look on Snapchat, and all of you boys, obviously, we all know who I'm talking about, were at your house playing Fortnite or playing some video games in the basement or doing the ping pong hand table tournament, whatever the heck that was. I don't even know what you would call it, but anyways, I would just show up at your house and not even ask, and I would just walk through the door and your mom and dad would be like, oh hey, and I would just walk downstairs. And I know you guys didn't want me there, like, who wants a girl there during their video game session? But you guys never complained. You were always welcoming. So I not only thank you, Jayce, but I thank the rest of the boys for being nice to me and letting me come in and not even ask or know what's going on, because that was during a time where I really wanted to be in Claire rather than at my house, and so I was always trying to find things to do. And I thank you guys for letting me come crash your little parties all the time and letting me raid your food also. I thank you for that. But yeah, so before this video gets too long, I guess I'll end it. To Jayce's wife and kids, in however many years that is, please know that you've got a good one, and thank him every day for what he does for you, because I know he's going to be a great husband and an even better father. And it's so weird to talk about this and to think that even in like a couple years, like, you could have kids. It's crazy. I hope we're still friends and our kids are friends when we're older. And just know that you are appreciated everywhere you go. You are known everywhere you go. And you do good everywhere you go. It's a great time when Jayce Miller's around. There's no negativity. And I am so glad to be your friend. And I'm so thankful that you asked me to be in this video. One last thing. I want to thank you for always telling me to trust in God's plan and trust in what he has in store for me. Though sometimes I do forget it, I know you always remind me, and I really appreciate that, because I know that you care about me, and I couldn't ask for a better friend. So, Jayce Miller, happy 19th birthday. I can't believe you're 19. I hope this quarantine gets up soon, and so we can celebrate the right way. But you are the best, and thank you for being you. Thank you for being there for everyone and really being a staple and a rock in my life, honestly. So yeah, thank you for doing this, and I'm gonna go now because I know you have other people to go to. But I love you. Mwah. Bye.